Hello everyone, welcome to the fifth session of Common Spelling Mistakes. Today we are going to cover words from I, J and K. This course is being presented to you by me, Shilpa. Please rate, review, subscribe and recommend the course. Also please leave your valuable suggestions and comments below. Okay, so we have ignorance. Ignorance is when you don't know something, when you're when you're unaware, right? So do I say ignorance? The spelling is IGNORANCE. The spelling is correct. IGNORANCE. When I say RENCE, that's wrong. So there's an A over here after ignorance. So you don't put an NCE after ignore. That's wrong. The correct spelling is IGNORANCE. Next, idiosyncrasy. Idiosyncrasy is basically a mode of behavior or way of thought of a particular person or individual, right? Some things that you are very what shall I say, not picky also exactly, some things that that they particularly belong to you. I mean, some craziness that you have that other people don't have, right? Like one of his little idiosyncrasies was always preferring to be in the car first, right? That's a very peculiar thing to do, right? Eventually all of them are going to get into the car. So that was one of his very weird habits, right? So that's idiosyncrasy. But here when I say idiosyncrasy, you don't have a C after A. It's actually an S. So the spelling is IDIOSYNCRASY, not CY, right? So that is idiosyncrasy. Next is immediately. Immediately is very simple. It's IMMEDIATELY. So here it is TELY and not TLY, right? Immediately. So IMMEDIATELY is correct. Next is incidentally. Now incidentally, half the people they just put an ly after incident, and that spelling is wrong. The correct spelling is you have incident, after that you need to put ALLY. So the correct spelling is ICIDENTALLY, right? Next is independent. Now independent is free of everything, right? Like you have your own, when you have your own projects, your independent projects, so they totally belong to you, right? So independent, the spelling would be INDEPENDENT, and it's really, I mean, it seems really embarrassing when we do not know this spelling, because it's a very common spelling that we should be knowing, especially when we celebrate these days and everything, the Independence Day and everything. And at that particular point of time, people, when they write spellings like this, we don't, it feels bad because you're not able to write this correct spelling of something that you've been experiencing for so long, right? And you might be thinking I'm blabbering, but that is actually a fact. So the correct spelling is INDEPENDENT, right? Next is interrupt. Interrupt is when something is going on and you stop it, or not exactly stop, there's a pause for a while. So that pause, because of some unknown activity or some activity that is not appreciated, is interruption, right? So INTERRUPT is the correct spelling, right? Don't miss out on the extra R that's there. It's not INTERUPT, that's wrong. INTERRUPT, right? Next is irresistible. Irresistible is something that you cannot control. Like the chocolates to me are irresistible. The moment I see them, I want to hog them and just eat all of them, right? So irresistible, the spelling would be IRRESISTIBLE. That is irresistible. It's not irresistible. So there is no table out here, then you don't need to put an A. It's irresistible, and the spelling is over here. Okay, next is knowledge. So knowledge, I don't need to explain what knowledge means, right? That's what we've been gathering, and that's what hopefully is something that you're gaining from this video also, knowledge of right spellings, right? So when I say knowledge, D is silent, but that does not mean that is not a part of the spelling. So the correct spelling is KNOWLEDGE. It's not LEGE, right? So the correct spelling is KNOWLEDGE. Next is imitate. Imitate is basically mimicry, right? Like something that we really love to do. When we see after watching a movie, right? We try to mimic the actors or mimic the acts that we have seen in the movie, right? So imitate is IMITATE. It's not IMMI. There's only a single M. IMITATE is correct. Moving on, we have immediately. I think I took up immediately, so I'll just quickly tell you. So immediately is IMMEDIATELY. Independent also we just covered. Okay, indispensable. So indispensable basically means something that's absolutely necessary or something that's essential. Like education is indispensable for the preservation of democracy, right? So indispensable, the spelling is INDISPENSABLE. It's SABLE and not dispensable SIBLE. That's wrong. So indispensable is INDISPENSABLE. Next is inoculate. Okay, so we have inoculate. Now inoculate, though when you say it you feel that there's going to be a double N, but there's actually in fact only a single N in inoculate. So the spelling is INOCULATE. So INOCULATE, that is inoculate. Next we have intelligence. Intelligence is also one spelling which we commonly make a mistake in. So the correct spelling is INTELLIGENCE. Now we have two types of mistakes here. Either people put double LEGNCE or a single L. No, the correct spelling is double LIGENCE. INTELLIGENCE. Next we have jewelry. Now when I say jewelry, the correct spelling is JEWELRY. There is no E over here, or otherwise it's jewelry in UK. When you write double L, then you need to put an ERY, right? So the two forms of spellings, I have mentioned both of them. That's how it works. Next is judgment. Now when you say judgment, it's not that you put MENT in front of judge, at the back of judge. So it is going to be, the E will be gone. So when you write the spelling, it's going to be JUDGMENT, judgment. Okay, next is kernel. Kernel, the spelling would be KERNEL, as simple as that. Kernel is basically the central or the most important part of something, right? Like this is the kernel of the argument, or otherwise if you say the other meaning is basically the edible part of a nut, seed, fruit or stone, like the kernel of a walnut, right? So the spelling would be KERNEL. Okay, so that's it for today guys. I really hope you liked the video. Thanks a lot.